If you haven't heard about Anchor, it is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Lawful Stupid just jumped over. First of all, it's free, and we love that. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, wherever you're at, all on the go. Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you. There are a lot of other vendors out there, a lot of platforms that they will make sure your podcast gets to. So it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And you can make money from your podcast with zero minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Last time on Lawful Stupid. All right, guys, you're at the menagerie. You make your way to the circus.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, what can I do you for?
I noticed these animals are particularly happy for animals who are in cages. I was wondering if I might spend some time helping you with them.
Sure, if you're offering free labor.
What is your name?
Erwin.
Neil, it's good to see you again.
You as well, Tinker.
What would it take to use your facility? Is there enough space that I could maybe come here and work every now and then?
I tell you what, I've got a boy that comes and helps me around the shop. If you teach him what you know, crafting, we could call that even.
I've got a whole bird on my arm. Finnegan, I got you this, a peregrine falcon.
What should I name it?
I've always been rather fond of the name Locke.
Where are we headed to, Captain?
Nowhere. Not for 3 days at least.
What is in 3 days?
That's when Arkoth will be reborn.
So we'll take it over to bird time? Yes, bird time. All right, guys, you have awoken on a beautiful brand new day on the menagerie. It is the long-awaited day in which you guys have some business to settle with the proprietor, specifically Delmore. I think you want to make sure he didn't eat the Phoenix's heart and make it into a Harry Potter wand, I think is how those work.
Yeah, that's exactly my plan. I'm glad you spelled that out for everybody.
Considering the Phoenix is in a sphere right now, I think it's going to be hard to get a hold of his heart.
More like an omelet situation, I think.
Yeah, well, either way, Delmore's concerned. So I would like to head that direction and lead team if they're interested in going.
Sure.
I am interested.
Are you really?
One more time.
I am interested.
Okay.
And very drunk.
Okay. Finnegan,
It's morning.
Finnegan has gotten into the rum. Okay, so you guys make your way to where you know the proprietor makes his business, his office. You've been there before. It is easy enough to do.
So we get in there pretty without a lot of interference, I assume, right? So
Yeah, you're kind of like on the list.
oh, okay. Is he in the office with Matilda? Not Matilda.
Matilda,
Matilda,
yes.
What's her name?
Videa.
Nevea?
Videa. Yep.
Videa is her name.
Oh, Videa with a V. 10 episodes.
Videa.
I keep wanting to call her Nevea.
I want
I
to call her
don't know
Videa. Videa. Anyways.
You got one of them fancy things in your toilet? Well, you mean bidet?
Bidet. So there are. I assume they're both in this office.
Yeah, well, Videa you don't see, but you do see the proprietor sitting at his desk, and he's got a large, just kind of sprawling pile of different parchment, and he's just furiously writing with a quill and ink.
Sure. I enter said office with like a knock and roll. You know what I mean? Where you like knock on the door and just roll on in.
Sure.
And proprietor.
Ha! Delmore, what can I do for you?
Well, you said I could check in on everything after you were done, whatever you were doing with the Phoenix's power.
Oh yes, it was exceedingly successful.
How you feel?
Fine. How are you feeling?
I mean, great, but I also didn't ingest like a Phoenix.
Enough vitamin C, you'll get scurvy.
Oh, plenty of oranges. But I didn't ingest a bunch of Phoenix mojo, so I just... You good?
I didn't either.
Oh. What'd you do with all the energy?
Well, can you keep a secret?
Absolutely.
No.
Are we all standing in this room as he whispers
you're
this?
Can you keep a secret?
Yes.
So can I.
Oh, fuck you.
Clever.
Okay.
That is an honest man.
Well, no. Anyways, is Artoth available to like talk with?
Oh yeah, you'd find him down below. He's in the menagerie. Well, the menagerie proper.
Does a little like mental math on that. Okay. Can I just go down there, or do I need a badge?
Oh yeah, no, it's open for viewing.
Oh, excellent. All right, great. I assume it's within visual. I can see the direction I need to go.
Yeah. So you have spent some time in the menagerie. You'll be able to find it's basically outside of this large tent where you'd been before. And I know Finnegan has spent time there. It's basically where they keep.
It's essentially the zoo.
Yeah, it's the zoo. It's
Okay.
a menagerie within a menagerie.
It's what a menagerie
He goes, he did want me to give you something, and he kind of pats down. Yeah, here we are, and he pulls out what is on a golden chain, a small golden feather. Seems like an amulet of some type.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. And I
Oh, don't thank me.
gingerly take it from him. For brevity's sake, I do want to make note that Delmore would go and personally thank Artoth for that, but I don't know that we need to.
Yeah, you can. I mean, like I said, he's in the menagerie. You can pop down and see him. We can just doodle-doo to there if you'd like.
Well, I don't even know if we need to necessarily cover it. I'm just saying I want to make note that I did.
Well, so it is worth noting that when you go to speak to Artoth, he does not respond to you.
Okay. Cool.
What does he look like?
He looks like a small chick, and just golden, resplendent feathers that kind of radiate energy out from his core. That kind of makes this golden streaming effect.
Oh my god, is he fluffy?
He's a little fluffy.
He's fluffy!
He's a little fluff.
A little fluffy.
You cannot eat him.
I didn't say I was gonna eat him.
It's adorable.
He's got this large habitat that you guys kind of, I think, would not want to stay in for very long because of your recent experiences.
It's just cooking.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like it's an open area. It's not like a closed furnace or anything, but there are hot coals strewn about, and it's very warm, and it looks like he's got a happy environment for Artoth for sure. Not like a cramped cage or anything like that.
Okay. I feel good about it.
Owen takes good care of the animals here.
Yeah, I'd say better than I was expecting.
Me too.
I wonder what draws the line between animals and things that get to walk around freely.
Delmore takes a nice long look at Oslo. Good point. Might want to pull that hood up.
The answer is pants.
Pantser.
Artoth?
If Artoth was wearing a pair of tiny Phoenix pants, he'd be.
The khakis.
Tiny
They
Phoenix
are-
I need to make a shopping trip.
I need art!
Where can I find the
Phoenix
tailor?
pants!
Can I get denim for this, Phoenix, please?
It's Phoenix blue jeans, everybody's favorite Phoenix.
Oh, but they're skinny jeans. He's going through a youthful phase.
Cool.
Ah.
He's a cool Phoenix. Got them skinny jeans. Or his little
I
bird legs.
write flames, not tragedies. Look at
Oh
me.
my god!
I'm a Phoenix at the disco. Anyway,
They're
Yeah,
Jinkos.
please.
Remember those? The giant
They're
pockets with
Jinkos.
flames on them.
Oh, yeah.
and they
Oh my
like
God.
a fucking dragon down the gigantic pocket.
yes.
Yes.
It's like, how many chains can I fix to my wallet? Anyway, so you travel from the menagerie, I assume, back to your ship.
Mhm.
And when you get there, you are greeted by your crew, which is present, and you're approached by Barnabas, actually.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Barney.
I really prefer Barnabas. I just I noticed. I don't really know if we have a bearing, Captain? Do we know where we're going next?
Last we talked, we were going to Tangia. But if you have other ideas, we're always open to suggestions.
Well, that's kind of where I was thinking. I noticed you guys don't take well to the Alliance.
Uh-huh.
No, not at all.
What do you guys know about Rhombius?
It's a six-sided thing. You have to match the colors up.
It's a Rubik's Cube.
Nope, different thing.
Have any of us heard that word before?
I don't know. If you're proficient in history checks, you could certainly make it.
Oh, well, let me just... I actually don't fucking know what I should have a character sheet up. We just haven't rolled in so long.
Don't worry. I've got your character sheet up.
I also
great.
didn't have mine pulled up.
Paper.
15 plus 3 for sure.
Okay.
And I'm sure I'm proficient in it.
You are
Wow.
proficient.
There you go.
What was that name? Rombius?
Rhombius.
Yeah, it's a math joke.
Motherfucker, it is. Oh god.
Yeah,
Yes, I wasn't the last one to get it. Ha ha!
That's the
I
new.
prefer
That's
not
the
to think
new
about
challenge.
math if I don't have to. I don't want to. Why is it?
I'm bad at math too, but this is just geometry.
If Devin gets a joke before you, you're doomed.
You
Well,
die.
if it's a math joke for you. You've got problems.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys invited me on this podcast. That was fun.
Rip.
Yeah. So what do I know about Rhombius?
What you know about Rhombius is that it stands. You don't know a lot about it, but you do know that it is the only semblance of a true opposition to the Alliance. They're the last free state, the bastion of individuality that exists in this world. It's basically a fortress, and you know that because they're limited resources, they don't often take on new members, but they are often taking the fight to where folks live and doing what they can to support those who would stand against the Alliance.
Would I know a faction name?
What do you mean?
So like, typically, like the Rebellion or Men at Arms.
They are a free state. They are a sovereign nation of Rhombius.
Sovereignty. Got it.
so Rhombus is the faction name, essentially.
That's the
Or Rhombius.
location name. But yeah, I'm with that. All right, cool. I just didn't know if there was more my character knew about that. That's
They call themselves the Dastard Dicks.
Oh my god. I was about to write that down.
They don't do that.
I'm very glad I did not.
I was gonna erase that.
They call themselves the Bald
So
Eagles,
jumping back in, I say,
the Fighting Monkeys.
I know that there's somewhat of a rebellion to the Alliance.
Yeah, that's a an apt way to put it. And they also enjoy freedom.
I think those are the same thing, personally. Barnabas?
Sure, yeah.
What do you know about them, Barnabas?
Not exceedingly more than that, but I know a fella I used to sail with. He's in one of their officers, and I could take you to him if that's the kind of thing that you were interested in. You said Rhombia was the place you were looking to go. That's where he does his work. So,
Do you need our help with something, Barnabas?
no, it's important that we have a destination. We can't just sail.
Yes, but this
aimlessly.
is oddly specific.
Yeah, but it's specific to a lot of the things that we like to do.
What do you hate about the Alliance?
Yes, where do you stand with the Alliance?
I'll be honest.
Be honest.
I kind of sort of used to work for him a little bit. When I was a young man, before any of your time, it was a different sea where we were all on a little bit of a longer leash, so I sailed as a privateer. And, I never swore any formal allegiance, but they're the ones who paid me. And then when eventually things changed, I made my way to the menagerie and I've been sailing since.
Who is this friend of yours?
I used to sail with him. You would know him as the well, if you knew him, you would know him as the Ram of Bastia.
Can I roll a history check?
Yes, absolutely.
Or can I learn, roll to know more? Something?
Yeah, please.
22.
Can I also do that, even if I'm not proficient?
If you're proficient in history, you can roll it.
22.
With the 22, you know that this was a famed sailor. There was the Bloody Baron, who ran a ship, and with him was the Ram of Bastia. And together they were kind of this terror on the sea. They didn't kill indiscriminately. They weren't pirates, but they were effectively sea mercenaries. If someone paid them to take the fight to you, you didn't survive.
I'd heard of him. Interesting. Did you know him? Did you sail with him in the Baron?
Well, I sailed with him.
But not the dastardly duo themselves, huh? Interesting. I would very much like to meet him. I've heard plenty about him.
Like I said, I could make an introduction. I don't know if that's the course you really want to take, if you really want to take the fight to the Alliance, but if you're looking to help some folks that have been oppressed, I'm sure he could. I mean, he could point you in the right direction, much like a cannon.
Even if we don't want to take a fight to him.
I look around for Tat.
He is polishing one of the cannons.
Good.
Vigorously.
Just give him a big thumbs up.
He's holding it right at his hips.
Anyways,
even if we don't want to take the fight to them, this sounds like a good contact to have. A powerful.
We could find work on our side of the fence, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, you even said that you were thinking about heading there anyway, so while in Tangia, I mean, I could make an introduction.
Let's do it.
It's good to have work.
Yes. Stay busy.
Easy enough. Does anyone have any business they need to attend to before we... I mean, I know we just had a whole shopping spree, but last minute things before we set sail?
Negative, Captain.
No, have we restocked rations, fresh water, everything?
It's been 3 days. I assumed we've done that.
Yeah. Quartermaster?
It is awful. That is what we pay our crew for.
Well, it's patently your job, actually, as the quartermaster, to...
Yeah.
It is called delegation. I do not do the work myself. I ensure that our crew does it.
Very well.
How does that work out for the actual story? I need to know that answer, Chainsaw.
What's that?
So that the crew, and the quartermaster should be like, hey, we have these items or we don't have these items. The crew could go get them. How does that actually play out with what you think our crew is doing?
Wouldn't you just purchase them and then the merchant could load them on the ship, essentially, for all intents and purposes?
By all means, you could come to Hap and go hey, this is a list of shit we need, go get it, here's the money, and he would go get it. Is that... what you're asking me?
Oh yeah, I did that last session. Cool.
Just let me know what you're withdrawing from the Bank of Oslo.
The big thing, I just want to make sure you guys are keeping track financially. Like we talked about what the cost would be for supplies.
I've got costs for food and current crew and stuff like that. I just need to know like what the total cost would be.
How long does it, Shane, how long does it take to get to where we're going on average?
It could between a month and a half to 2 months.
So knowing that we're going to go, we spend a few hours confirming that we have 2 months worth of supplies, which is a metric shit ton of fucking money. It's 160 gold, I think. Give or take that. I have that written down somewhere. We did a whole thing on calculations, and I don't know where it is. 80 gold per month. We did do the math. It's 80 gold per month to run the ship.
That's not including. That's not including
that.
crew.
Yeah, crew is 26 gold a month.
Yeah, so 106.
Hold on a second. Let me get the exact number for you. Hold on a second.
Shane pulls up this giant spreadsheet. It's got like 7
I really
tabs.
do have yes.
He's like, all right, they got 12 oranges, so let's take 2 coffee.
Perfect. So Perry, Delmore, Finnegan, Oslo, Hap, Tap, Barney, and Rail.
Okay.
It is 96 gold for food alone for 2 months. At a level of quality food that will not cause your morale score to decrease.
Yeah, got it.
Nor increase. So you guys are all set to go?
Yep. Quick admin note. Delmore would go say bye to Smith and Nail.
Got it.
And just let him know he's going on a trip.
Sure.
Cool. Finnegan would have asked for some tips on how to train a bird for when we're on the trip.
From whom?
From Erwin.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair. He gives you kind of all right, well, the first thing you need to really realize is you got to give him lots of food. And he's going to like liver, he's going to like all the parts of the animal you don't want to eat. He's going to love them. So go ahead, get you lots of that. And anytime he does something you like, you give him a little nibble.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're quite welcome. I'll see you when you get back.
Yeah, so we get the ship ready.
Bank of Oslo has been updated.
The Bank of Oslo. Excellent.
And then the captain says,
set sails, forward.
You set sail. You've got some time. What are you doing? I will say specifically.
Yeah, so for Delmore, super easy. 2 things. 1, consistently working on Ryder. And we're seeing more and more of him begin to form. Now, he keeps them in pieces still, because that's just easier to manage, but he has more of him ready to go. And last time, we set sail on our inaugural maiden voyage. There we go. Maiden is the what I was looking for sea terms. I tried to learn from Barney Boy how to use watership vehicles. I would like to spend that time with him, provided he's willing to try that.
Oh, he's certainly willing. Make a straight intelligence check, please.
Ooh, better this time around. 20 modded.
Yeah, by the time that you arrive, you will be proficient in water vehicles. You were kind of trained, taken under the wing of Barnabas, who really, with this time, is breaking it down for you how kind of the larger mechanics of the ship works. And I think that you're able to get it pretty quickly and are showing some proficiency. Quite literally. Finnegan, what are you mostly doing? One thing to note is that some of you have specific actions you can take for your roles.
Yes, knowing the roles. But here's what I want to do. 2-part. First part is I want to be practicing at some point, like the extending of claws and the, all the things that I've have done accidentally in battle. I want to be focusing more on how did that happen, and I'm kind of making that happen. I think, I don't know. You tell me, depending on how I guess I roll.
Are you like doing that on your own? How are you doing?
Yes, that's my own time, like in my own room, just like, focusing on the claws or the teeth or the gills that I had before. Like that was super weird, and trying to make those on at will happen.
What I will say is you're working on this and you're trying to just make it happen. So when you're trying to make your claws grow, you're like clenching your hand and you're trying to muscle it, and you're having limited success. And then you remember back to what happened during your tournament and how you felt and what it was like to become a beast. And when you think about that and you try to, using your intuition and your connection with nature and the way that you've studied and watched and loved these animals, it starts to click. And as you embody the spirits of these different animals, you're able to take on physical characteristics of them.
Perfect. The next thing I want to do is work with Lark. Just have him do small things. I'm training just to go from one end of the boat, pick up, whether it be like a tiny rat or something off the decks, and bring it back to me. Yeah. Or drop it. Sometimes dropping it up to the crow's nest.
So they're all individual actions, is what I will say. So think of it like teaching an animal a trick. So if you'd like to teach him fetch, for example, that's something you can try to do.
I think we'll just start with fetch.
Okay, you try to teach him fetch. Make an animal handling check.
19 plus 5 is 24.
You are successful. It does not take you long at all to kind of go through and using those tips that you got. You're getting it. You're feeding him, bits of food, and 100% Lark has learned fetch.
Sweet, very cool.
Well, anytime that bird is out on the deck, Oslo's like up in the crow's nest watching it. For lack of a better term, like a hawk.
Bow trained.
Either bow or a rock or something. And she's just like, like if she had fur, it would be like hackles on edge, just like the whole time.
Yeah. Does not like Lark.
She's waiting for it to come at her so she can fight it. She's just waiting.
Anything else that you're doing when the bird's not around?
I've spread dissent among my crew.
Besides that, I think she's actually being a little more social than she was the first time around. Probably following Perry around.
Okay.
Perry's very excited to teach some boat terms to people. Specifically Oslo. Like, this is the taffrail, and that's the main
specifically me.
Oslo doesn't try to learn.
That's the taffrail.
Oslo just kind of like, she like
And when you tack to the wind in a smaller one-man vessel, you have to duck for the boom, because otherwise it'll just whack you right in the noggin, and that's not good for anyone.
Okay.
I've stopped talking.
I'm sorry, I got carried away.
No. Keep going.
It's the one thing I know.
Keep going.
Oh, well, there's the yardarm, which is what you climb up quite frequently, and then says more boat words than I, real-life human, Ray, no.
You say, and let me roll for it here. 47 boat words.
Oh my god.
47 boat. I might be able to.
Nope.
I don't know 47 boat
47
words.
boat words. You have 47 ship speaks.
It turns into the pokey rap of boat words.
Yardarm, sails, tacking. Anything else you'd like to do, Oslo? It's your time.
That's all that comes to mind.
Okay. Let's go with Peregrine.
So, either Barnabas has become more awkward since saving my life, or I have just become more aware of the fact that he's avoiding me. I'm not sure. But he and I haven't talked a whole lot before, and the only way I know how to approach social situations is to offer to spar with him. I imagine our time is fairly limited because probably either he or I is helping sail the boat at any given time, but I'd like to find him at some point when neither of us are doing anything and offer to spar with him. If he has a sword, we can do that. Otherwise, we can just fisticuffs. If he's willing.
Interesting. Okay. I'm trying to think on a ship. I guess the best I could do is hand you a mop. We have those on ships. And he says, we don't have any training weapons around, so this will have to be your blade there.
Oh, I'm gonna take it, have to spin it around, spin it over my head, spin it behind my back. The balance is a little bit off, but I think I can manage.
And we don't really have anything that's gonna work for me either. I'm fine with my hands.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm not going to...
He gives you like the nod, like,
You're needed.
all right. Square up, my dude. That's right.
He lifts his shoulders and his arms, and he bends his elbows at a 90-degree angle, and he becomes very square-shaped in the most threatening and dominant position.
Square
It's like
up,
a
my
T-pose
dude.
on steroids.
Square up, my dude.
So he drops into a low combat stance with both of his hands held flat and waits.
Okay, I'm gonna swing for his left, side of his leg.
Yeah, roll an attack.
Not great. What stats do I use for mop?
You're going to add your strength modifier because you are not proficient in improvised weapons.
Okay, that's only 12.
He leaps over your kind of low sweep at his leg. He just kind of very easily leaps up and swings at you for a 17.
That'll hit.
So he comes up and just like lightning fast brings just the flat edge of his hand up and just taps you on the shoulder. Like no, he's not. There's no damage roll. He just makes contact and kind of backs away.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna swing again, but fake and try to just hit the mop underneath his jaw.
I got you. Okay, yeah. Roll and cut.
20 non-natural.
Yeah, that hits. So you're able to kind of do the feint and then bring the broom up with both hands, the mop up with both hands, and you catch him under the chin. Roll a d6.
Oh, okay. I'm not trying to hurt him, but I'm also not proficient with mop. That's 5 points of damage.
Yeah, no, you clock him a fairly solid blow under the chin, and
I'm sorry.
I think as you do, his hand kind of shoots out the tip of his hand to your gut with an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And once again, you feel this very definite contact, but no damage.
Huh.
He kind of cracks his chin. That was a goon.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to actually hurt you.
No, it's my fault. I didn't expect you to fight. Well, not dirty. You didn't fight. I just you're a very straightforward person. I didn't expect a thing.
Oh. I don't actually get told that often. Could you tell me about your time with the Alliance? And
like I said, I wasn't with the Alliance. I was a privateer.
A privateer?
My ship, my rules.
It's a pirate who's afraid to break rules, is what a privateer is.
Sure. I have nothing against pirates. Everybody's got to make a living, but I draw the line at making my living by depriving another man of his.
That's very honorable of you. And your time sailing with this person we're going to meet, whose name escapes me.
I call him Ramel.
Ramel. What was that like?
I was young. It was bloody. There were skies of fire and open seas. There was an openness to the Sapphire Sea that you don't really find it.
Do you think we could find it again?
Not in these waters.
Shame.
Yeah. I'm old now. I don't need wild adventure. Steady work, honest pay. No.
Well, I find that the openness of the sea has a lot to do with which bow is carving through it. And
that's a fair point.
This seems to be a fine one.
I've had worse.
Well, are you ready for another go, old timer?
He kind of laughs.
I deserve that.
26.
Yep.
He doesn't roll any damage. He just kind of laughs and then kind of just very quickly taps you on the side of the head.
Okay. That's it.
And you guys go into a sparring session.
Yes.
You guys notice just some general things. Life on the ship has greatly improved with the addition of young Hap. Food is just absolutely excellent, considering kind of the very standard ingredients you've provided him with. You guys, not that you guys did anything wrong. You guys just didn't splurge on that particular element of ship life. But he's still turning these meager ingredients into wonderful meals that make you feel good. Just on the ship in general. And I think as time passes, you guys just get to know each other better. I think there's like a sense of camaraderie forming, and as you guys step out, not just amongst yourselves, but with the crew as well. People sharing stories from their past. Tap is always losing his temper, and Barnabas is kind of chiding like the ship mom, and even Rail occasionally cracking a joke or two, or at least showing a smile, which happens. He's been drinking a lot lately, which is interesting. But it's easygoing. It is a bit of a pleasure cruise along this trip as you guys are journeying towards Tangia. Fair weather, blue skies, and you see some ships along the way, mostly merchants moving out of what you can presume towards Tangia and these center islands. But nothing that notes any sort of concern, nothing that strikes any sort of threat to you. It is a rather enjoyable journey.
Excellent. It's like a Jimmy Buffett song, except with swords. And gold coins.
You guys are basically wasting away in Margarita.
Looking for that lost shaker of salt.
Before I move ahead, is there anything else anybody needs to tackle in our downtime? Now would be the time. It's 2 months. I don't want to deprive you of time.
Yeah. Has the necklace stopped with Rail?
Yes.
Okay.
Ever since your conversation, that has more or less gone away. Okay. Sometimes you still think you feel it, but it could just be your imagination.
Oh.
I don't have the ability to like create things on this ship because I don't have like the necessary facilities. Correct.
Like what?
Like if I were to start working on an item, I don't really have I don't think I have the necessary. I certainly don't have a forge. But I don't know how much I could start working on creating an item on the boat.
I honestly think you're going to be pretty limited. I don't really know.
That's what I thought.
The artist for I don't know if you've got like magic where you can like make that happen.
I don't think I've got like a portable forge or anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't know if like Leon Forge. I didn't know.
Though I want it so bad now.
I'm not super intimate with the artificer.
Pocket forge.
Yeah, it's, I mean, not a big deal.
Okay. One thing that I will know, just because you would have the time to address this, you do still have that necklace that you got with the golden feather.
Yeah, so I want to like use that, but I don't like have any facilities to. I guess let me identify it.
Yeah, that's perfect. Do you have the identify spell? Yeah, absolutely. Please do that.
Yeah, I do. Like I could. It's 2 months. Let's assume I prepare it one day and use it.
Yeah,
because I have access to it.
Okay, can you even ritual cast that? I think.
Yeah. I have ritual casting. Yeah,
and it's definitely a ritual spell. So yeah, you wouldn't even have to prepare it. So you sit down and with I won't take your flavor from you. However, you identify.
Yeah, I mean for him identifying, he's got 2 primary methods to doing it. If he's in battle armor, he can use his helmet. But if he's not, he just very much has like this piece on like the lower part, kind of where fucking Spider-Man has his web shooters, and it's like this crystal that kind of glows and just sprays over the item and reveals like the magical auras to anybody who's like looking in the area, but they wouldn't necessarily know what they're looking for, but he does. So like, yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah, so you take the time to identify this item, and it is magical in nature. And it is the Phoenix Favor. Mm-hmm. And what this will do is anyone who is attuned to this necklace, who would otherwise die, like not reduce to 0 hit points, die whilst wearing it, will be immediately resurrected with 0 hit points.
That's
in a stable
dang.
condition. It is a one-time use before all of its magical properties will be removed for good. It is a one-time get out of death free, but you have to be wearing it and you have to be attuned. You can't do it on the fly.
Okay, that being said, cool. I revised my statement, Shane. I want to do something with my downtime.
I am
ready. So, for me specifically, dusk. At one of the days that we're sailing dusk, I tracked down Perry, like above board,
on the
top of the deck, on the deck of the ship. Yeah, and so I just approach her, and one of the many times I assumed was she's just looking over the edge of the water,
staring pensively.
Yeah, based on the art I have seen.
When shall my husband return?
When shall my husband return?
When shall my... So, or whatever. She's on the deck, and I approach her and say, Perry.
Dumble.
I'm not sure we got off on the best initial foot. Maybe it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either.
Fair.
I don't believe in gods. I don't see their purpose. I I really think they're just magical people that have gotten strong through some type of spell or mass ritual. And I say all that to say, if you do, I totally get it. Also, I just think you're important to our group. More important than me. And I don't think we would have survived that event without you. So I had a conversation with Artok, and he gave me something, but I think you should have it. And I pull out the necklace and the feather and hand it to her.
I look at it, and one hand kind of goes up to the necklace I'm already wearing. Oh, what is this?
So phoenixes are about rebirth, and I asked Artoth, when we were taking him back if I could have a token of his power. And I had intended to create another invention, create another magical item like I've often done. But he gave me a different type of gift, and it's a necklace that if you wear it and you kind of bond with it, it will bring you back from death. It's not a god by any means, or you don't have to change your faith, but it will keep you alive, or it will make sure you don't stay dead.
This... You can't give me this. It was a gift to you.
No, yeah, fair, but it's my job to make sure we are strong as a team, and I don't think it's wise for me to have it. Several reasons. One, I don't really plan on being up front. That's Ryder's position once I'm done building him.
Mm-hmm.
And you very much plan to be in people's faces. And you can heal, and you have healed us, and I really just think... Also, you've almost died once, let's be honest.
Once, or twice, or thrice.
Yeah. So, I just don't want you to die, and I thought this would help with that.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm not the best at words, I don't know what else to say. I too would rather avoid dying now. So...
And he breaks the rather serious moment and just kind of good to see we're on the same page then.
Yes, sir, Captain.
I've made a note here that says Perry, in the most Perry of fashions, falls into water wearing heavy armor, drowns, dies, and is resurrected just long enough to drown and die.
to drown again.
I was thinking there's a caveat. It's a phoenix feather. It doesn't work underwater. And I was like,
It turns you into a phoenix.
Yeah, no fire.
That's where I intend on dying.
That's where I will. That is the sea hill I will see die on. Cool, awesome. That was lovely. So you have the Phoenix favor. I will ensure that you get that in D&D Beyond.
Is there like a? Can I only have one necklace on my necklace slot character?
You could no, it's not like an build, but you could absolutely wrap it around your wrist. It could be like a bracelet.
Yeah, it could be like beads or whatever. It doesn't have to be a necklace. It just happens to be chain, right?
Yeah. Okay. It's just a golden feather on a golden chain.
I'm gonna make.
You could attach it to your wallet for your gene codes.
Full circle.
It's definitely an anklet.
Yeah.
So that I don't lose it. It doesn't get.
Hey,
caught
now
or
we both
anything
have
on
anklets.
Hey.
Now everyone in the crew has an anklet that matters.
Wait, isn't yours like a shackle that you've gnawed off?
What?
Though? Is that the same
No,
thing?
it's
as
for
an
an
anklet?
What makes you think that? No, mine is a gift from Barry.
That's a dragon tooth.
Yeah.
That's right.
Square up.
Square up.
My dude.
So you guys are sailing.
Sailing.
It's beautiful. Sailing away.
It has been 0 days since we have sung on this podcast.
Setting open course. So eventually, obviously, it's got to be Oslo that spots it first. Land. And more land that you're probably any of you are used to seeing if you haven't spent time on the big 3 islands. Tangia is huge. You can only see like a very small fraction of it from where you are, but you guys are approaching, and Finnegan, I think you notice, well, I guess everybody notices, but it means something special to you as you look at this beautiful landscape in this heavily forested area that is Tangia, and you note that these trees, this forest, this massive forest, well, they're the trees from your home. They're the arcane trees. And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Just remember at the end, and then listen to the whole episode because there's credits after credit stuff.
Hey, you guys want to hang on to the next episode because I'm definitely going to be tasting the sap in those trees.
What?
That's what the matter.
Gross.
Oh, keep it quiet.
It's just maple syrup.
It's Canadian.
Arcane trees confirmed to be maples.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure in Shane's world, and correct me if I'm wrong, Shane, that warm ginger ale is made.
Maple syrup is primarily used.
yeah.
I'm not even mad. Like,
What I love is Dwayne's world is also fits for Shane's world. Shane's world.
Shane's world.
Shane's world. Drink the sap. Oh yeah.
excellent.
Wow.
That was fun.
That was a good time.
Good times had by all. Especially Dwayne, who's currently spitting out whatever drink he had.
I'm not sure.
I think we almost caught him.
Incredible.
I think you guys have stuff to say.
Use my agency to make ginger ale out of maple syrup. I feel real good. So hey, if you want to support this show, there's so many good ways to do it, but let me tell you about a way I want to talk about, which is merch store. We have one. It's real good. Go to store.lawfulstupid.org. You can get shirts. You can get posters. You can get a smattering of items to rep Lawful Stupid. And the shirts are great. I love them very, very, very much. I'm wearing one now, actually. Had to look down to double check. Super good. We also have other ways to support our show. If you go to lawfulstupid.org, you go to our website, you can go get Found Familiar, which is this delicious coffee. I am dying over the Freak one that's got extra coffee. I can't think of the name in it, or extra caffeine in it. Super, super good. And then, of course, Critical Dice. I'm not going to bore you with all the details, 100% in the show notes and on our website, but that's the best way to support us. That keeps us from having to pay out of our own dollars to run the show, pay for hosting. If we need to upgrade equipment in any way, shape, or form, that happens without us paying our real dollars. My children don't go starving.
Think of the children, everyone. Think of the children.
Think of the
Think
children.
of my children.
Specifically Dwayne's children.
I often think of Dwayne's children.
Okay, all right.
Moving on.
Speaking of children, this episode is brought to you by for our humanity role of the episode. I'm going to call it the episode this time. It's from the Dave Thomas Foundation, and what they do is basically help kids who are in the foster system to get planted with a family who can take care for them in the meantime, so they don't have to stay in a depressing building, which I'm assuming most are depressing, not great places to be. So it's good for those kids to have some family until they get to a place where they can be settled. And so I'm going to roll that now. And the roll of humanity is a 10 that we'll be adding to the Dave Thomas Foundation.
Thirdly.
Nice. Star, I have a joke for you specifically
Oh boy, here we go.
because it caters to your interests.
Oh, does it?
It does, vaguely.
Okay.
Why
Catering.
Why did the southern magic users have to call a rogue to get into their home?
Oh god. Oh no. I don't know.
Shoo, because they were locked out!
Oh my fucking god!
That's the best joke I've
That
ever
was
heard.
actually really good. I wasn't expecting that one.
And I bring that up only because we all are very powerful warlocks, thanks to the generosity of our patrons. Which, for the low price of $1, one doll hair, one American doll hair, or not American, a month you could become one and grant us immeasurable warlock powers. That also gets you access to exclusive bonus content. At different tiers, different things show up. Being able to play a one-shot with all of us, and that is a treasure worth having. And getting magical items on the show, being able to grant advantage or disadvantage if you're mean. Things like that. It's also just a super great...
hero.
Huh? Yeah.
If you're a hero.
You say that every single time, and I just... I feel...
I was thinking about this today because I'm very, in real time, I'm about to open that up to people.
Mm-hmm.
And I've decided that you can either grant, because there's we got to decide how we're going to say it. You can either grant inspiration or desperation.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
So we would just get the points to tuck away for time later.
Yeah. You squirrel them away for when you need them. Yeah.
I love
Or
it.
you waste them all on something stupid, like an idiot.
Like a history check.
Because you really want to seduce Boblin the Goblin.
The sexy goblin.
I really just want to use it as money to pay our crew.
Yeah, that'd be good too. But anyway, become a patron if it is within your means and your heart.
And if you want to hang out with us a little bit more, actually, at the time that we're recording this, it is still very starkly Halloween, and I'm very much a holidays in art order. But by the time this comes out, it is likely going to be closer to that wonderful time of the year, Findlemas. And if you come and join our Discord, you might still have a chance to hop in on that secret Findle, where we do a secret Santa? But who is Santa? We're all here for Findle, right?
There's only
only
Findle. Saint Nicholas is dead.
There is only Findle.
Kids, he's not dead. If you're listening, he is not dead.
He was never real.
Santa's real.
It was always Findle.
It's only Findle.
I forgot he actually died.
Santa is real.
But yeah, if you want, and if you hop right in our Discord right now, go join, use the link in this description. You may still have a chance to join in on Secret Findle and get to make some wonderful friends and give and receive different gifts in our Discord.
It was a lot of fun. I really
Yeah, this is December 15th. Today should be December 15th. So you got plenty of time.
Oh, is it?
Well, I wouldn't say plenty of time.
You have some
No,
time.
not plenty of time
Yeah,
at all.
sign up.
go,
Amazon.com gives you plenty of time.
That's true. If you're a Prime member, thanks Amazon Prime for
And if
sponsoring.
you're-
If you're a Prime member,
If you're already in the Discord and you're signed up for Findlemas and you forgot about your secret Findle, this is your reminder.
this is your reminder. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I want to talk to you guys real quick. If you have the time to talk about the show, we know you love doing it in Discord. We know you love doing it to your mom when you call her every week because you love her
Dude,
so
what?
much, and it's been a while since you've seen her.
I told my mom about the show.
Yeah, I talked to my mom about the show. She likes every single post we put on Facebook, including the one where I made a 69 sex number joke.
Oh no.
We got 69 reviews on iTunes, and I said, nice, and my mom liked it, and I was
My
like,
wife laughed.
"Well,
Good one.
His mom comments,
Well-
nice.
Mom, it's nice.
You sound nice.
The sex number,
no.
says my mother.
I'm so proud of you.
That's my son.
You finally achieved the sex number.
I'm gonna show everyone at work.
But to show everyone at work your cool sex number. Anyway, so if you go on Twitter, you can talk about the show. You can use the hashtag StupidCast. It really helps us get the word out about the show. It helps us bring more people into this amazing community. And if you do, I will have to, and I will see it because I check it constantly. I will be required legally to sing your praises on the show, including the latest tweet we have using the hashtag StupidCast. This one goes out to Windy 80s Girl 1984.
So what are you rhyming with 4 or Wendy?
With 4. I loved you once and I want some more. I can't get enough of Windy 80s Girl 1984. That's 100%. I can tell by the picture. Wendy's 80s Girl 1984 is 100% tweeting about their cast that they just got on their foot. They're like, stupid cast, and they just never listen to our show. But the rules are the rules, and I must adhere to them. So even though this person will never hear this, I love you, Wendy, 80s girl. 1984.
I'm going to download a clip of this and tweet it
It's
to
just
you.
to show
Please.
the commitment.
This is it. Now, if you're out there and you're a loyal Lawful Stupid fan and you want to get this on the show, all you got to do is tweet using that stupid cast hashtag. And then I have to leave you with a question to grow on and to think on. So I'll ask you this. If two people on opposite sides of the world both simultaneously dropped a piece of bread, did they create a planet sandwich?
Only if it's not a
We
hot
love
dog.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.